Okay, now we proceed to the fifth and sixth question that will be
Mm-hmm.
asked by Izzat Nudin.
Mm-hmm.
Let's proceed, Izzat.
Okay, thank you, Muhammad Ikhwan Nurizam. Hello, my name is Zainuddin Anak Laki Jalani.
Yeah.
So for the next
Mm-hmm.
question is, what is the most rewarding thing about your career, Doctor?
The most apa ya, Izanuddin? The most
Reward,
apa? Ya? The most apa? Saya tak dengar sangat.
reward.
Rewarding. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yes.
Rewarding. Oh,
Think about career, your
okay.
career.
The most rewarding. This is just like the same question asking by Ikhwan Rizam, I think, or maybe Nabil just now. The most rewarding moment was when I graduated my students, when they enjoyed and also when they did their postgraduate or their final year project. They enjoy the research, they enjoy the lab life, and they enjoy research life. So I think that was the most rewarded thing or moment for me as a researcher and also as a senior lecturer in Department of Plant Protection. So other than that was that when I can share um, my ideas and knowledge with my fellow colleagues, like sharing ideas with Dr. Nusa Zilawati, mostly pathologists in our department, Dr. Siti Izera, so that, and then we could contribute to develop, or maybe could contribute to provide novel researches, novel results to scientific community. I think that was the most rewarded time to me as a researcher, as a plant pathologist.
Okay, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Explain.
So welcome.
For the next question,
Mm-hmm.
was there ever a circumstance where your management action failed, and why? How did you end up solving the plant health problem?
So far tak ada lagi lah management action ataupun management control to fail. It's just that it can, okay, for example, blood disease or maybe bacterial wilt diseases of banana. Okay, so it's very hard to control bacterial diseases. So that you need to control it. First, the best practice is by cultural practices. Yeah, is first action is the first strategy is to mitigate all the bacterium from from yourself. Okay, from the tools, the planting tools. Okay, so I think, and then you think about how to control it by using chemical pesticide. For example, by using copper, by using fungicide. Okay, so I don't think that it was a failure. I don't think that was not most of the solution was not a failure, but some of the solution, maybe 50% success in controlling the disease. But then, as we know that the bacteria, because my research is related to bacterial studies, so bacteria, they are very easy to mutate, and they are very easy to become resistant to the fungicide that it to some of the fungicides. So I think that if I accounted that in the plantation areas, that maybe some the fungicide that we applied, that we are currently applied, maybe that is not it's not 100% control, 100% effective to control the disease, the bacterial disease, so that we change to another fungicide, the solution. Okay, so for me, a failure contributes to another success. Okay, all right.
All right, doctor. Thank you for the
Alright.
answer for that question. Now let's
Okay.
proceed. The seventh and the last question that will be asked by Muhammad Azamuddin bin Misnan. Okay,
Alright.
Azam, proceed Azam.
Okay, I will ask about. Can doctor share what
Mhm.
your research in PhD and why you choose it?
Okay, my research, my PhD research was related to muco disease of banana. Because when I did the study back in 2011, 2010 to 2013, that was the epidemic. That was when bacterial wilt disease of banana was the current epidemic. So that my supervisor on the my PhD supervisor, Dr. Associate Professor Dr. Kamuruzaman Sicha, he suggested me to conduct this research for my PhD study. So that I went sampling for those samples, banana samples infected with muco disease or bacterial wilt disease, and then I went back to lab and I proceed with my isolation procedures until I got the expected bacteria. And then when I have a collection of samples of banana samples infected with this bacterial wilt disease, and then when I obtained the pure culture, and then I presented the results to my supervisors. So he told me to just continue with this disease with this research for my PhD study. So that was how I obtained my PhD study in bacterial wilt disease of banana. Okay, Azam.
Okay, thank you, doctor.
Okay, itu je?
Okay, and nah.
Itu je? Oh, tanyalah lagi. Saya tengah seronok nak menjawab pula saya rasa.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. The last question.
Okay,
Can doctor share a tip of tips or motivation about someone want to maksudnya macam masuk dalam bidang patologi?
plan patologi. Kenapa nak sambung
Hmm,
ke? Nak sambung master dalam bidang plan patologi?
mungkin.
Ya, doktor.
Okay, saya share tips ya. Because plan pathology ke apa semua ni is about research science when you want to become researcher, you need to open your mind. You need to become imaginative, and you need to become optimistic. Okay, because that is why it is called as research. When you don't get the results, expected results, and then you go back to lab and then you do research, re and search. Okay, so that is why it is called, it is termed as research. Okay, so you need to be optimistic and you need to be positive. Okay, if you want to become a researcher as well as a plant pathologist. Okay, because that are the two main ingredients of becoming a successful plant pathologist or successful scientist. Alright?
All right,
Right,
doktor.
doctor.
Okay, most welcome. Ada soalan lagi?
Saya rasa soalan semua dah habis, doktor.
Oh ya?
Ya,
Oh, okay. Saya pula yang rasa macam bestnya nak jawab soalan. Tanya lagi.
dah tak ada soalan, doktor.
Tak ada soalan? Okay, mari saya tanya korang lah. Bagi contoh Cox postulate.
Contoh?
Bagi saya prinsip Cox postulate.
Ya, ambil buku belakang.
Ambil buku.